And the second part is I have your Reese's Puffs, and I was wondering if I could, because I gave you a drawing last night, and I want to give Mike a choice to pick a drawing and all. And if it's acceptable, I want him to tell everyone here the URL of my webcomic. So he gets to be the decider.
Oh, you want to show me a picture? And
I have a bunch of pictures for you to choose from too, and you get to keep one.
Okay.
Gary got one.
And if I think it's good, then I say the name of your website?
Yes.
All right, now, you guys do your ritual. I will answer another question, at which point you can be the deliverer of the verdict. All right? Bring it on. All right.
Okay, with the insane demand for tickets and how fast they go, is there any plans to prevent the scalping that's happening outside? Maybe have our names registered or something to prevent that horrible type of activity?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Robert has tried different. I think that he's tried different systems in the past. I mean, one of them is to go to a complete like name badge type system, but all that does is add extra checks at different points, which makes lines take even longer. You know what I mean? Like, the problem is that the alternatives, generally speaking, are much worse for people who buy badges, right? I mean, that's the only reason. The reason it happens is because we're trying to make it, it's sort of like the DRM question. Like, generally speaking, DRM is primarily good at fucking up consumers' experiences, right? And so I think that you're sort of seeing that play out here where, yeah, we could definitely try to make life harder for them, but we'd be making it harder for you, and we don't want life to be harder for you. We want it to be great. We want to improve it, the shows. So. If we could find a way to screw them like I'm screwing you, we would probably do it.
This young man gave me a very funny drawing from his website, dinosaurswithjetpacks.com.
Hey guys, I was still interning for a place that has a 3D printer, and I thought, you know, yeah, it's pretty neat.
Who doesn't have that fantasy?
Once you have So I'm thinking about what I could kind of slip in real fast to get printed out to make my resume look better and stuff. And I made a couple little fruit fucker minis, if you want them. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I want those.
Well, here you go.
Here. I will accept them. That's incredibly cool. Thank you so much, man. Oh, that's a really good idea. You can do these as minis for a tabletop game.
Oh my gosh.
These are amazing.
Oh, that's hot as hell, man. Well done. Well, here you go. Can we get a camera? Can we show this little dude up on the big screen? Mysterious Wizard of Oz in the back. Is that possible? Nice work on the prong, especially. You can see the sort of enthusiasm.
Hey, I just wanted to come and thank you for making my weekend the other day. At this panel last year, I asked if the incredibly obscure pickle recognition engine would ever get a t-shirt, and you guys graciously said you'd look into it. And my friends all laughed at me afterwards. And I'm going through the booklet yesterday and actually looked at the front, and they're smack dab in the middle.
Oh yeah,
slightly off to the left to show that it's on the winning side. Was the pickle recognition engine, which was a fantastic little Easter egg.
No, in fact, that's in the game. So there's a deck building game. You can get a demo. It's up on the Skybridge. So there's a card called Pickle Recognition Engine that gives you a bonus when green cards come up.
I love you guys so much.
Anyways, here, go up and ask to see it. It's just right on the card.
So here's a quick question. So now it's on the front cover and it's in the card.
Yeah,
game. What's next for the Pickle Recognition Engine?
Pickle Recognition Engine stock is going up. I can't say everything.
Put it on the ground floor now.
Yeah, exactly. We're seeking investors.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys.
I wouldn't want to make a shirt unless it can actually recognize pickles. And that technology is coming, but it's not here.
Hey guys. First, congratulations on making it to PAX number 10, and thank you for doing this for so long.
Sure, thank you, Rob.
Thank you all. Okay, my question is, have you guys managed to spend any time on the Expo floor yet? Like, do you have any impressions, or?
Yeah, I had a chance to do it while we were setting up a little bit. There's an opportunity for us to creep around in there, and then just after it shuts, usually after our tasks for the day have been completed, we can crawl around in there. There's all kinds of cool stuff. I've brought up a couple of them. The PAX tent obviously is something that we put them there. These enthusiastic creatures, we put them there to expose them to you guys, and we chose them especially because we thought you would find them interesting. So please spend some time up on the bonus floor, 6th floor exhibition. But in there you got Minecraft. They're talking about scrolls a little bit. I mean, those guys are publishing a Cobalt game that looks really wild. Monaco's back in the corner. Dinosaurs, or Go Home Dinosaurs, is from Firehose Games. They did Slam Bowl Scrappers. That game is awesome. There's a bunch of really interesting stuff in there. Sentinels of the Multiverse is a kind of a cool multiplayer superhero deck game where you play against superpowered bosses. I thought that was really cool. Firefall is absolutely on every surface of the convention, so I strongly suspect you've heard of Firefall, but if you haven't, make it a point to go and see it. It's amazing. I haven't had a chance to play Dominion yet up at the Wall booth. I'm sure you can imagine I'm enthusiastic about that. Tribes is here. You can see and play Tribes for real. We really enjoyed our time with it. I haven't had a chance to play Skyrim. I haven't had a chance to play Rage. I haven't had a chance to play Batman. But there's a lot of good stuff out there, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. Definitely head up there.
Cool. Thank you. This is possibly the coolest thing I've ever been to. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. Hey, listen, so as a hat enthusiast,
Yes?
and indeed a goggle aficionado, have you been to the Torchlight booth?
I have, it's fantastic.
So you've seen that one of the pets you can get is a ferret with goggles and a backpack.
He's my favorite.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, so first I have to say, you've heard this 100 times, but thanks for PAX, because when I'm here, I don't feel like we're around strangers. It's like 60,000 friends I only get to hang out with once a year. I don't think there's anything else like that.
No, it's much easier. Yeah, as someone who is able to really savor social anxiety, it's much better than usual, I would say.
It's like a delicacy. It seeps.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
My question is for Mike.
What's up?
So, this is gonna sound bad, but your transition over the past couple years from JPEGing to real art, how have you felt that your styles have are they splitting, or do you try to keep the same style? Like the Jim Dark Magic picture you made for Child's Play a couple years ago, that was fantastic. But that was sort of in your comic style. Are you trying to sort of cultivate a unique style away from the style you use in the comics?
I haven't done a lot of traditional stuff lately. It was kind of a phase where I wanted to learn it because I thought it would help me with my digital stuff, and I think it did. I think I was able to sort of integrate a lot more textures and painterly styles into my 2D, my computer stuff, thanks to working with actual paint and canvas. But no, I haven't tried to do anything different with the painting stuff I do. I'm not good enough. Like, I just want to paint like I draw.
Cool. Thank you.
Hey guys, so this is my 5th PAX, and up until now, my sister has come with me to all of them.
Pentapax.
She couldn't make this one though, so I was really hoping maybe I could take a little video with my phone of you guys saying, "Hey Mary, wish you were here," something like that.
Sure. I don't even know Mary. Why? Maybe I don't want to.
She's the sweetest girl in the world. I
So
promise.
you say.
Well, I'll have to bring her up next time and introduce you.
Okay, so turn on your device. Hi Mary, I'm Taicho. And this is the game.
I messed it up. Can you do one more? I'm sorry. We're good now. Promise.
Hi Mary, your brother fucked up the first grade.
Honestly, I'm not even sure you're that cool. So.
But if you are cool, come back to I guess you're done. All right.
Thanks guys a lot.
Hey Tycho. I talked to you at the concert a little bit last night about Platonica, and I sent an email to the guy who made that, Pietro, and he was like, "That's so cool."
It's really good, yeah.
He really wants to do 3D stuff on that, and he's gonna send you an email.
Perfect.
And get that. But I wanted to ask you, I have a bunch of questions, but really, what is it that you like, for both of you, so much about video games that you made this like temple and this whole living and this existence?
That's a really interesting idea. I mean, for me, I really think it's an art thing. I like the art of video games. That's why I play them, I think. We were talking about this last night with somebody.
You play them to be exposed to art.
I don't play games, I don't beat most games. I don't play games to win them or to beat them. And so when games are really hard, I don't have that desire to overcome them. I just want to see really cool shit.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I get really enamored of the systems in them. The idea that you can systematize existence or living or any act. The idea that you can describe it in an algorithmic way, for me, is very exciting. Because that's what I try to do, is I try to describe, being alive and doing living things. I get excited by the idea that those things can be reduced to systems.
Thank you very much.
Earlier this month, you had a strip that talked about the 3DS games versus the mobile games.
Sure.
As a fellow Seattleite, and a bunch of my friends were wondering, what dim sum restaurant were you guys at?
Would that have been... Gosh, what the Gates? China Gate?
And how did you convince them to give you 7 dumplings in a basket?
Have you had this problem before?
There's a lot about the artwork in the strip that maybe isn't real.
I think he's describing a fantasy universe where you can actually have and eat 7 dumplings simultaneously.
So you didn't use your finger to convince them to give you that many?
No. We don't get a special table. Although we did go to that restaurant once with our friends the Chungs, and they remember that Lucky meal? 5 of the courses in this meal were different kinds of feet. And some of these feet, this is the best part, some of these feet were actually really good. I wouldn't have thought that a chicken foot would be great. But I was chewing on a chicken foot sticking out of the lip, and I was like, hey, not a bad foot. There are worse feet, certainly.
Thank you.
What's that?
Hi.
Yo.
I would just like to know, in a con full of geeky things where everything is loved, including ponies.
Including ponies?
I know. Why isn't LARP loved?
I think that's the Mark clap over there. I can hear the darkness inherent in it. I think that the con, generally speaking, especially the panels, do you know how we come up with the panel schedules? This is something I feel like it's really important to let people know about. If there is a panel that you're looking over the sheet in the list, and you see a panel that doesn't exist, you see there's a hole in your heart that is reflected by the panel guide. I mean, that's when we say we're requesting panels, we don't just mean other people. We mean every person who comes to the show has a say in what the programming is. So if you want to do a panel about art culture, or if you want to get some people from the CAM in to talk about this kind of stuff, there is not a thing in the universe that could stop you.
I have my information, so if you want to contact me, I would love to organize that.
Well, what I'm saying is that next year, when we ask for panel stuff, put it in, and I will shepherd that thing through the system. That part of it, that's a part of the role-playing culture, which is a part of the table culture, which is something that we really try to support. I've had positive experiences. I'm not going to go into detail. They ended pretty well, I think. I'm not going to go into it. But I think it's perfectly acceptable to bring that kind of a message and to communicate to people. I think a lot of people assume that they wouldn't like it, but it's quite possible to enjoy it.
I have to say, if you like D&D in role-playing around the table. LARP is just the same thing, you just...
Do this panel. Do this panel next year. And then immediately after the panel, a lot of times the tabletop panels will be like, hey,